Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 2025 Doodah Open coverage. This tournament presented by Wichita Aircap Disc Golf Club. Logan and I are here on commentary. How you doing, Logan?
I'm great.
Still good, huh?
Excited to keep watching disc golf. This is a lot of fun.
Better conditions here in round two. Things are drying out. Things are steamy. It's hot, humid. Gotta thank you to Heiser Knots for sponsoring the Oak course and Ducks Flying Discs for sponsoring the Herman course, which you'll see for round three. Shout out tournament directors Matthew Skrenick and Jimmy Yeager, Sean Aiton on TCam, and Lucas Deal on Catch Cam. All the good drone footage we've been seeing on this coverage brought to you by Kendra Deal, the best in Kansas, from what I've heard. All right, Logan, who are you watching here on round two?
We got me, Logan Harpool, rated 1014. I'm doing all right so far, but we're a long way from done. We got Nate Allton, a multi-time winner of the Doodah Open. Doesn't play a lot of events, but when he shows up, he's a threat. He's been 1,000 rated before in the past. That 981 is pretty deceiving. Keehnan Ford, 991 rated. He's going to send everything, which is what makes him fun to watch. I don't think he even knows how to lay up. And rounding us out, the southpaw, Curtis Broadhurst. A low PDGA number compared to the rest of us, I think. 949 rated. Again, doesn't play a whole lot of tournaments, but he's a crafty lefty and fun to watch as well.
For sure. All right. So hole 10 is brought to you by OneSource Technology. Need IT help for your business? Reach out to OneSource Technology. Hole 10 is a par 4. The entire length of the fairway, it narrows. You got the road on the left. You got a sidewalk on top of that hill on the right. First shot, just pump it as far as you can. Try and land anywhere here in the middle. Maybe if you're crushing it up by this tree here, and you pitch up to this narrowing green. It's about the width of the circle at this point around the basket.
Forehand, backhand, and roller are all in play here. Keehnan left it low, but that stayed up. That's going to be fine. Not as far as he wanted, but far enough. I'm going Sargent, and that's just fine. I'd rather not be right next to that tree, but again, far enough. None of us are accessing the pin. It's a two-shot hole. You just want to get to a clearing where you can have a second shot. Curtis going to push up the hill. I don't see many people land there, but it'd be interesting to see what he does.
Just a little low. It's not out of the question to get to save it from here, but it takes a heck of a shot.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's got good shape to it.
It looks like it.
Oh, watch out.
That just grabbed another gear when it skipped. The good thing is he's pretty close to the basket when he brings it back in. Should be a par save. Keehnan, I was surprised to see him go so wide with this, but he knew what he was doing. This looks relatively open for Curtis.
Looks like it just stuck in his hand
Just
a little
high,
bit.
probably lower than it looked. That's Lucidex Felon for me. Keehnan and I are kind of battling. He's got a FD3 and I got a Lucidex Felon. They fly pretty similar. Look like he's trying to maybe scare it with that one.
Nate, you see it in the first round, but sometimes he'll drop to a knee for those putts, and made that one look pretty easy.
Yeah, great par save. It deserved at least a par.
Looks like somebody left their cart. Maybe they got frustrated in round one by the dumpster.
Is that what that was back
yeah,
there?
that was a cart.
Maybe they lost a wheel or something.
Yeah. Couple good par saves, couple good birdies. On to hole 11.
Hole 11, sponsored by Knockwood Park, rated one of the 5 best courses in Kansas. Technical, beautiful, worth a trip. Hole 11, 299 feet. The pin rests high and right, but you're going to see most people throw here where the drone is flying. Try to get a little bit of skip. If you don't, it's still fine as long as you land even with that tree that's slanted to the left. You can putt up the hill, but most people are going to skip up and try to get to the pin. There's a backhand route up over the sidewalk as well. I think Keehnan's going to show it to us here. If you don't skip it, you're too high, I feel like. If you skip it, you're playing roulette. And Keehnan won it. That's I've thrown that shot so many times and not got back in, but he did that perfectly. And I burned that straight into a puddle. A very large puddle. Can't skip out of those.
Oh, don't see this very often to the right pin.
It's safe.
It's safe.
Got back in. Nate, I don't know what this disc is. He threw it first round, though, and it was really good. Same thing.
Maybe a Draco of some sort.
That's a safe bet. And TD was on our cart. I'm in the middle of that puddle. You can see me sitting there. Matthew Skrinick was walking with our cart, and he did deem casual relief, told me I could take it back to the nearest safe area. Yeah, he knew it out of his hand. Keehnan with a birdie. Little left side stick. Looked like he was a little nervous with that one.
He's gotten quite a few holes in a row, I think.
Mm-hmm. Nate with a good birdie as well. I'm going to drop in a par and move along. Curtis will do the same.
Hole 12, we've got a kind of a tight tee shot here. You're going to see a lot of right-hand backhands up this right side where the drone's flying. Kind of a tough shot with the hill and the low branches, and then you got to throw something that sticks on the green. It's easy to have it run away. You might see Curtis and Nate throw the left gap, which looks sketchy with all the trees, but it works out for them.
Mm-hmm. This was the first time throughout the round I noticed the limbs were higher than round one. I think the front 5 were still relatively the same, but this ceiling I noticed was higher. I like to go less than driver on here. Nate pured this in round 1, and
oh my goodness. Even better here.
I knew it was good. I didn't know it was that good. That was a fantastic shot. This is culprit, a really beat up one. That might have helped me, but I feel like it would have kind of helicoptered down, but we're right there. And Curtis, again, it's if you're not going
touchy angle.
Yeah, if you're not going left gap, it's real hard. Yikes.
Good use of the backstop
those
there.
Rocks, though. It's a great shot, but you just cringe when baseline plastic hits those.
Yeah.
Like that one. That's his putting putter just hit that.
Good putt.
Another little left side hit. It's in. I want to see Curtis send that cart down a hill. That's the kind that'll go forever on its own, I bet. And Nate dropping in a birdie.
We got a real deal here.
Yeah, that skip. Man, that
Just
was...
behind it?
Just behind it and maybe a little low. I think it would have hit the cage, but a great shot. And really no repercussions as long as he skips it right. Hole number 13, sponsored by Heiserknots. Supplying your disc golf needs, reach out to Chris Smitty Smith today. Hole 13, 370 feet. I'm surprised this is only the fifth hardest. My assumption is a lot of pars, but this is difficult in terms of the shot you have to execute. Most people will probably throw a hyzer or a right to left moving shot over the sidewalk, try to work it down this hill. There is a safer route of a right hand flex forehand, moving left and right. Curtis will probably try that as well. And right as I say that, we have a very good forehand thrower throwing backhand.
Yeah, I don't think he liked his forehand from round one that went out of bounds pretty early. So,
and
this is an improvement over that one.
It's just fine. It's inbounds. I threw this absolutely perfectly in round one, so I'm just trying to replicate. And I only missed my line by 20 feet. That was so bad. Never had a chance. Yanked it. Almost took out Bill standing up there. That's what it needs to look like. Maybe a little more height, but that's the line for sure.
Yeah, that's a real good shot there.
I couldn't tell if he liked it or hated it, but it was right in the middle.
I mean, yeah, right in the middle. Can't argue with staying in bounds.
I went out way back and didn't do myself many favors with the upshot either.
Good pitch up there from Nate. See how aggressive Keehnan gets with this.
I'm telling you, the dude doesn't lay up. He doesn't.
Full send.
Ooh. Yeah, you don't want this to save a bogey. Double is very real if you leave your upshot short. Yep, that hurts. I had stayed clean all day and I did not see that on the course.
Well done, Curtis. All right, hole 14, we have the only par 5 on the course. 846. It's a long hole, but for a par 5, it's kind of on the shorter end. First shot, clear those 2 trees and land in this clearing. Now you got to beat all these trees, whether you go through them or over them. Your dealer's choice there. The goal is to land somewhere here and pitch up and take a birdie 4. There's just enough trouble to make it tricky. It's not a given that you're going to birdie it.
Get through this gap is mission number 1. Nate does it. As long as that doesn't skip too big. Yeah. Only issue with that shot is it could find the road, but he's real good. He'll be able to go over the road for his second and probably push the green.
Keehnan with a big run up, and that... Okay.
Stayed safe. That's great as well.
That little turn on it makes that gap even wider.
Mm-hmm. It's scary to play it on the right side in those trees. I have no desire to do that, but they're going to be able to throw over the road. And I'm not meaning to turn that as much as I did. I just want to go straight as far as I can. That's kind of in no man's land, in my opinion. I don't like that, but we're inbounds.
That's a good shot.
Great shot.
That big skip helped.
And that's just fine as well. It's par 5. We didn't see any eagles in round 1. Take your birdie and move on. Just stay in bounds. Nate with a big flick here. Just needs to crest the hill, and it does.
Oh, my goodness.
Got way down there.
It's a great shot with a great skip to help out, too.
Fantastic shot.
Ooh, that's got to come back. All right.
Yep, a little wider than I wanted, but we're good. This is bad luck to land that close. Find a little stability. Ran it just a bit long, but it's a putt. This is just his third, isn't it?
Yep.
Under it
he'll
for
be
birdie.
putting for birdie.
It's a very aggressive second for as far back as he was. Anything more than that, I felt like would have been foolish.
It's probably a smart play, especially up 6. I mean, you're probably not score watching, so it probably doesn't matter, but it's the smart play regardless.
I'm not watching at all. I know I took a double, and the goal is just stay clean.
And that's an eagle. We saw one.
Yeah. We should, Jomez had that series where they went back and tried to recreate shots. We should line up the masses and see if anybody can get to circle 1 from where he was with a forehand.
Yeah, that was just insanely nasty.
You're no slouch with a forehand. Do you think you have that in yours?
That's a 1 out of however many shots. That's a incredible. Yeah, I probably can't pull that one off.
Very hard to do. Hole 15. It's par 4, 654 feet. You'll see hyzers over the road that spike into the fairway. Most people are going to go straight up the middle with something that has a little bit of turn and a neutral finish. Try to land somewhere a little bit short of where the drone is now. And then you have 2 options to get to the green. You have the high route, the right route, I guess, but that has to land on a weird angle. You'll see most people play the lower route, try to throw a forehand or a left to right moving shot into the green. And that, I wish that would have stayed clean. That would have gone so far, but caught the leaves on the left. I think he left that low on purpose. I thought it was a low flat out of his hand, but after seeing how stable it was, I think he meant to do that. It was a great shot.
Pretty much the same shot as Keehnan there.
Yeah, he showed me the way. That's, again, trusty enforcer. And that's perfect.
Yep, very controlled.
Nate's got a ways into the green. In the past, we've seen a Mando on the right stopping you from going over the road. That doesn't exist today. But Nate leaving that just a little high. If Curtis was right-handed, I bet he'd go out over the road, but...
Testing that ceiling, but that looks pretty dang good.
That is so good. A little flip up, a neutral flyer.
Great shot, Curtis.
Here you'll see the hyzer. This is scary because it's got to match that terrain and that angle. But he did it.
Perfect.
Yep. I didn't think I had the longest drive of the group. Trusty culprit, super beat up, and out of my hand, I knew I didn't turn it enough. It was 50-50, but it had plenty of room. I am safe down there. Well, maybe not plenty of room. You see me in the weeds, but there's some space behind it.
Dead center. Great putt.
That one felt good. And yeah, I didn't even have to take a meter. I mean, there was enough space over there to take a stance.
A couple tap-in birdies. You guys made that one look pretty easy. Watch him.
This was a fun round. I remember these guys were a lot of fun to be around.
Going into hole 16, it's kind of a fun shot. The pin's a little bit downhill from the tee. You have two options. Both of them are usually pretty high shots. You can go high right with a right-hand backhand hyzer, hoping to spike the green there. And you have the righty forehand or lefty backhand for Curtis, high and left. And you got to match the slope so you don't skip into the OB pond on the right. You also got to be aware of the OB road.
Oh, no.
Just not high enough.
Yeah. But it's in bounds. I liked this out of my hand, but it stayed higher than I wanted. Oh, it hit close. It just kind of scurried up the hill, I guess.
Was that about the same spot you were at first round?
It struck the same spot. It didn't finish in the same spot. I was more up the hill. That looks really good from Curtis if it beats that.
Yeah, good shot, Curtis.
Yeah, a couple little
Fluffy tree.
skips. Yep, that's a good shot.
Walker down there.
I like watching this.
Oh,
Oh,
it is
no.
going off his chest. Watch out, bud.
Just a little too flat, straight.
Yeah, if you're throwing the forehand, once you see it flip up at all, a lot of times that means trouble. Did that one stay safe? No, it did not.
No, it didn't.
Bummer.
Nate just going to jump putt it down safe. So this is for bogey for Keehnan.
Man, he's angry, but that was a heck of a putt.
It was. I'm telling you, what makes him dangerous is he doesn't lay it up. Yep. That wasn't the leaves. That I knew the leaves weren't going to affect it. I just didn't commit. Good putt by Curtis.
That's a good birdie.
I mentioned to you first round, being a nose-up putter, putting downhill isn't my favorite, but gotta learn it sometime. And for bogey for Nate. I'm going to drop in a par, and it's off to hole 17.
Like this hole showed its teeth this round. It was an impressive star frame in the first round.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a hyzer, but it's specific. Can't be too wide, can't be too left, too high. We get another double take. Although for bogey, that's a heck of a putt.
And that was another one where he knew it right away and started walking it in. This double take brought to you by Blue Sage Payments.
Hole 17, sponsored by Discs Unlimited. Check out the website. Been supplying discs for tournaments, clubs, and players since 1987. Hole 17, 549 feet. You'll see some people throw up the gut in this gap where the drone's flying. You'll also see people throw hyzer way out wide right. The only problem with that is it punches into the hill right about here, whereas shots up the middle can go quite a bit further. The pin is on the left side of the berm toward the top. It's a steep hill. It's not a bad idea to throw it to the bottom and putt up, but you're going to be a ways from the basket. So trying to park it, you're risking rollaways, but we'll see how we choose to play it here. Curtis going big right? Yeah.
Yep.
That's a great shot. It's just hard. I mean, if any shot's going to push further, it's that style of flex. Hard to get it to keep moving when it's that nose up.
That needs some stability.
I think I fought through that tree. I don't know that I got around the right side of it. But anything through the gap, you're fine.
Yeah.
And that's A-okay for Keehnan.
Come back a little bit. Yep.
The higher you are up on that hill, you can maybe even see the basket. Gives you a little bit better footing. There's advantages to being up there.
I was surprised to see the forehand there. I thought he'd throw backhand and skip it off the top. But circle one, little scary putt, but he's right there. Same thing for Curtis, just a little closer. Here, now this is specific. This is the backhand we're talking about. It has to match, clear the berm, but match the slope. Keehnan stays just a little bit too straight. I'm so far, I really can't see the pin. I just have to flick something up and around. And I thought that hit and rolled, but I guess I just juiced it. I'm telling you, dude, that's what makes him good. He attacks everything.
Another great putt.
Thank you. Yep, I like those uphill looks. Hard to commit. That's a scary one. That was a good putt.
That's a great putt. Curtis stringing a few together there.
Yeah. 3 in a row.
All right, into the final hole of round 2, which would be the final hole of the day. Hole 18 brought to you by Just Send It Disc Dies. Don't miss out on your chance to snag some unique disc dies. Visit the website today. We are looking at probably the most iconic shot in Wichita, just the tee over the OB pond. We are playing the middle pin, the 355. Got to stay clear of the road, clear the pond. There's a drop zone for shots that go to the pond. You'll see a lot of backhands right at it, maybe a big high backhand and lefty backhand or righty forehand straight at it.
This needs a little love. A little high.
It's a good drop.
Great shot.
And park job.
There's your CTP. That's trusty enforcer again. Just backing off, kind of eating my words from the front nine. I said I don't like to back off high-speed stuff, but I also don't like to flip things into the road. So,
Oh, no.
that's
Come
no.
on, skip.
I thought I had a chance to skip over there, but stayed short. He'll be headed to the drop zone.
Nate opting for the low route this round,
Bye.
and it hangs on.
Good to go.
I can adjust from there.
The drop zone is kind of hard, kind of a cruel drop zone for the middle placement. Takes a pretty good shot. Keehnan executes it pretty well.
Yep. Just left.
There you go.
Feels good to end on a couple in a row. Keehnan,
You stayed pretty clean today.
except one.
Except one. Oh, Keehnan.
I don't know how much those trees, even if they're not in your way, they look like they are when they're right in front of you. You tell yourself it's fine. I don't want to speculate, but that's not a Keehnan-like putt. Those are pretty automatic most of the time. Nate the par and Curtis, easy birdie.
That was a great drive. 4 in a row to close out the round for Curtis. Before you go, we got a real deal here on the last hole. Catch cam footage of Curtis's park job.
Oh, he got the height just right.
That was very pretty. Well done. All right, if we check out the leaderboard here after round 2, Logan, you widened it to a 9-stroke lead. Keehnan and Nolan also shot pretty hot rounds there for round 2. But how does it feel having 9 strokes going into tomorrow?
Feels pretty good, but I think the one thing on your mind now is don't be the guy that blew it.
There you go. Well, hope you join us as we check out the round 3 footage.